morning. Happy Wednesday. Brookie went to work this morning, and so I'm just here this morning reading and journaling and kind of taking it slow. But I wanted to share with you guys a proverb that I just read. It's Proverbs 12:25. It says, "Anxiety weighs down the heart, but a kind word cheers it up." And I was just thinking about how in this pandemic, a lot of people have anxiety and fear about what the world is going to look like, if their loved ones are going to be sick, if their loved ones are going to pass away because of this illness. And so I know that there's a lot of fear and anxiety which weighs down the heart. But it says that a kind word cheers it up. So I challenge you today to extend a kind word to someone through a note, a letter, a text message, someone you are quarantined with in your home. But just a kind word cheers it up. So I challenge you to extend that kind word. Welcome to Smoothie Time with Brooke and I.
Hello, so I am unfortunately not doing a vlog from WESSMAN 21 right now. I am instead back at home in Madison, Wisconsin. Not with the roomies, unfortunately, but that's alright, we're making do.
So today during Smoothie Time with Brooke and I, we were thinking that we wanted to talk about some of our favorite memories.
Okay, so I was thinking about it, and when Tina asked me before what my favorite memory was, I instantly thought about Cinco de Mayo of junior year. I don't remember exactly what...
It was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday, but we, for some reason, it was, a busy weekend. I remember, hardly seeing you guys, and we, kind of threw out,
I think you had a test or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. So it was, busy, and then all of a sudden, I, came home late as in probably 7 p.m., I don't know, on Sunday, Cinco de Mayo, and we decided to, put on fun music, and we had this blow-up parrot bird thing from one of our roommates. Shout out to Mac.
And the garland, that my favorite garland that everyone hates.
Yeah, so we kind of just, threw a last-minute party, and it was really fun.
Party of 3?
4. There were 4. Wait, no, Hannah wasn't here.
Hannah was in
Oh, right. Sorry, Hannah. Yeah, but that was really fun. Yeah. You?
I think the first thing that came to my mind when I was thinking of my favorite memories in WESSMAN, the first one was my 21st birthday. I went to bed early and got up, and I came out into the kitchen, and there was handmade confetti all over the kitchen. They had Brooke and Mac ripped up purple construction paper to make confetti, and purple is my favorite color. And then they left me cards on the table and a little socks and a gift. And it was when we had that huge snowstorm, and so all my classes in the morning were canceled. So then I went downstairs and had an extra long workout, which was I just felt really good after. And then I came back up, and Brooke and Mac were up, and we got to hang out and just have a more relaxing morning. I made Special K bars and then got to share them. But it was just so special to, not necessarily even the Special K bars, but the fact that I was making the Special K bars after a really good workout on my birthday while we were just sitting all here in the kitchen and because all of our classes were canceled, or most of
mine weren't,
some of
but
them. So that was one of my fondest memories.
Yeah. Another one that I was thinking about was this summer, actually. So
I'll see if we have a video of it.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, we could probably update you on the history of WESSMAN 21 a little bit. We've had quite a bit of rotating of who's lived here
and
which room we've lived in. We even though we haven't moved apartments, we have moved from one room to the next, having a roommate to not having a roommate, and had almost temporary roommates for a little while. So this summer it was Teen and Hannah, me, and Sarah. And Sarah and I were practicing the get up for her wedding. And it was just really fun to kind of like crank the music and, you know, like learn this dance. We like slowed down the video really super slow to try and figure out how to do it. And we still like weren't getting it right, but it was still like so much fun. And then Teen and Hannah came back and they were watching us do it, and it was,
Yeah, you guys wanted to show us.
yeah,
so
we were
badly.
so proud. We had worked on it for like 2.5 hours. So yeah, that was really fun to,
It was cute.
yeah, it was a good time.
Do you still remember the get up?
Ooh, maybe if you put the music on, I could remember some parts of it.
Gonna do the two-step, then cowboy boogie. Grab a sweetheart and spin out with him. Do the hold down and get into it. Take it to the left now and dip with it. Gonna throw down, take a sip with it.
Another one of my favorite memories from WESSMAN 21 is when our neighbor cut down a tree
Oh my
in the
gosh.
backyard. And I wasn't even here when it happened, but like I specifically remember like getting Hannah's text messages of like, okay, I heard this thumping, and then I thought it was some guy like banging his shoes outside, and then eventually she realized it was an axe cutting down a tree. And then so I was thinking maybe we could maybe have Hannah like
Yeah,
send
we'll
in
ask
a
her to
little
send a
clip
video.
and
She
share
tells the story
'cause
best.
She's really good at telling it.
Yeah.
She was the one who was actually here, but just
Well, I was
like
here too.
you were here.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
in the other room, and she
Oh.
was in the living room, and she was like, Brooke, come here.
And probably one of the greatest of all time stories. So get ready. If you are close friends with us, you probably have heard this story probably multiple times. So for those of you who don't know, junior year, so last year, we had this kind of crazy, kind of creepy, mysterious next door neighbor. And I don't even know how to describe him. I'm going to skip that because it'll take too long. But we just had a lot of really odd encounters with him. I knew someone that had a class with him and just was getting weird vibes from him. And so living next door, we had just a couple of weird situations, but nothing like super weird. But one of our greatest stories of this guy is, it was like a Saturday, and Brooke and I were home, and I was at the kitchen table just doing homework, I think, like maybe checking emails on my laptop, and we have woods in our backyard, and so, you know, a lot of times people do frisbee, like disc golf in the back or go for runs, and it was kind of a muddy day, and so I heard like this clapping noise, and I was like, okay, well, that's weird, and it kept going for a while, and I was like, okay, I have to look out the window and see what this is. So I looked and didn't see anything, and I figured, you know, it's probably a runner who probably just went for a run and got muddy shoes, and are probably trying to like clap their shoes together to get the mud off. And I was like, no big deal. Went back to doing my homework. Little did I know the greatest story of all time was going to come from this. So the noise keeps on coming. So I was like, all right. So I asked Brooke to come out, you know, make sure I'm not going crazy for hearing this noise. And Brooke comes out, and we're like investigating, and we look into our backyard. Mind you, it's all forest, like it's just all trees. And we look back, and there's our creepy neighbor wearing this lumberjack outfit. Okay, so I'm talking like red flannel, you know, the whole 9 yards. You know what I'm talking about. And he's out there with an axe on campus, chopping down 2 trees. Like, chopping them down. Which is very illegal, mind you. Okay? It's just very bizarre. So, like, okay, well, like, what do we do? So, there's nothing that you can do besides just sit and watch, because why not? Just watch the show. Free entertainment for the night. So, we watch this guy chop these 2 trees down fully. They come falling down. And then he, like, starts trimming them down. And then we have this huge, like, staircase that goes to, like, the outdoors that, like, is next to our apartment. And so all of a sudden, we're like, what's this guy gonna do? Like, why is he doing this? And all of a sudden, we see him like carry this tree like on his back, and all of a sudden we just hear like this like thud, and so he's clearly like carrying it up the stairs, and we watch him through our little peephole through our door carry these 2 trees into his room. It was bizarre. I still don't exactly know why he did it, but yeah, we have a lot of creepy neighbor stories, so if anyone ever wants to hear them, we are more than happy to share them because they're odd and fascinating, and for a community like Bethel, it's very out there. So
another one of my fond memories here in Westman was after Hannah came back from studying abroad in Rome last spring. She wanted to make us like one of her favorite meals that she would eat there. And it was super fun, super good. She went to this like marketplace and got like everything authentic, and it was like the first time that we were like actually all 3 together, at least like intentionally like talking and catching up and stuff. So it was super fun to hear about her trip, vaguely at least. Obviously she couldn't like tell us every detail right then and there, but then for her to kind of like bring a piece of Rome back and share it with us was really fun. So
I also thought it was just so cute how excited she was to like share it with us and like share that part of her life.
And plus it was delicious, and if anyone knows me, I don't like cooking, so since she like cooked it all, I felt bad we were just watching her. But
I know, I kept offering to help, and she was like, "Oh no, it's okay. Like I can."
Yeah, she like wanted to do it.
Like
It was
set
so
the
cute.
table and like yeah.
I think I kept you company at least in the kitchen, Hannah, probably. So
I had to move home a little bit earlier than the rest, but I think I was asked to give one of my favorite memories in WESSMAN 21. We spent 2 full years there, and so I agree that it deserves some praise. So probably one of my favorite memories in WESSMAN 21 was, I don't know, it was really hard to figure or to think of one specific thing, but I think the one that I kept on thinking about all day and that I kept on coming back to was our 4th roommate, Mac, used to always come home from like a long day of work or at her internship or at class or whatever, and she used to sit on her futon and watch TV shows like The Office or just like something super lighthearted like New Girl or something. And no matter where we were in the apartment, whether it was like at the kitchen table or in our rooms, like at our desk doing homework or whatever, we could always hear Mac laughing like so hard at any TV show that she was watching. So we'd hear Mac laughing, and then all of a sudden like we'd start to laugh because like her laugh was so funny and she like would not stop laughing. Then we'd start laughing. It's just this continuous cycle, and it's probably one of the biggest things that I miss. It's just constantly like hearing that laugh and then hearing all the other laughs around the different like areas of the apartment, and that's probably what I miss like the most from like memories and things I keep on going back to. Obviously there's a lot more that I miss, but that's probably the biggest. But yeah,
a little further out.
So one that's a little bit more recent was when we decorated our Christmas tree and went sledding. And Jared was here, and it was super fun because like we were just being goofy and like setting up the tree, and it was really exciting because we didn't have a tree, but then Hannah bought one. So my mom gave us some ornaments, and we set up the tree and like put lights on, and we only had 1 string of lights. So we had to like manufacture like trying to get the tree to look like it all had lights without like actually covering the whole tree.
It's kind of a little straggly tree too, so we had to like bring all of the little like
bristles,
it was like
bare on the back.
Like to one side, it was like artificial, so like we had to bring all the fake branches to the front. And then we like put all the lights basically in the front, so if you were to look at the back of the tree, it wasn't very pretty, but it was in the corner, so did the job. It looked great. Yeah, super fun.
And then for like a couple weeks, I think, I had like been wanting so badly to go sledding. And even like Brooke and I went to the store a few weeks prior, and I bought a sled. But no one wanted to go with me, and I was like, okay, I could go by myself, but like it would not be as fun. So finally I convinced them to go sledding, and so we went on Sem Hill, and it was so fun.
It was really fun. We had 1 sled and there were 4 of us. So I think there was one time we tried to do all 4 of us. Oh yeah, we brought out a box to try and use that. Did not work. We tried to do I think 4 or was it just 3 of us on the sled and that just didn't work.
Well, we
it was
tried
way
to do
too
the
slow.
3 of us and then Jared like holding on.
Oh yeah,
like
on
the box
cardboard
behind us, and it didn't work. But it was super fun.
So we decided it was like two people per ride basically. But it was super fun. We were trying to see who could like get the furthest and not hit the trees because somehow there are like 4 trees, but you like always you always end up right at one. Accident. So sometimes you gotta abort mission and kind of like roll off. And I remember doing that a couple times. Yeah, super fun. Smoothie time with Tina and Brooke.
Thanks for joining us.
Round and round you go. It's time to show out right now.